Let your mind relax as we enter tonight's comforting tale together. Paula and Orchid, A Journey of Faith. This story is about the journey of Kala and a little explorer named Orchid, overcoming challenges and restoring hope in their town through unwavering faith. On the edge of an ancient forest, in a quaint little town named Lullabies, lived a young woman named Kala. She was known for her kindness and her garden, which bloomed with flowers as varied as the colors of the rainbow. Kala's heart was as cute and pure as the petals of her namesake flower, and she thrived on bringing joy to everyone she met. In the heart of this forest, there existed a hidden, magical clearing where a mystical creature named Orchid the Little Explorer resided. Orchid was a tiny being with delicate wings shimmering with iridescent hues. She had the gift of bringing life to the forest and healing anything that was broken. One day, a terrible storm hit Lullabies. The townsfolk were devastated as their homes were damaged, and the previously lush gardens were left in ruins. Kala's garden, her pride and joy, was not spared. Amidst the wreckage, Kala found a single, broken stem of an orchid, which she carefully placed in a small pot, hoping it would survive. At sight, that's when Orchid appeared. With a flicker of her iridescent wings, she fluttered down to Kala. "We have faith in this little flower, don't you?" Orchid asked with a soft, chiming voice. Kala looked up, eyes sparkling with tears, yet filled with determination. "Yes, I believe in its resilience," she replied. Orchid smiled, her wings casting a gentle glow. "I will help you, Kala. Together, we will restore what has been lost." With that, the two began a journey deep into the forest, seeking magical herbs and ingredients needed to heal and revive Kala's garden. Along the way, they encountered numerous challenges, crossing dangerous rivers, navigating through dark caves, and overcoming the fears within their own hearts. Throughout their journey, Orchid marveled at Kala's unyielding faith. Despite the obstacles, Kala never lost hope. It was this unwavering belief that kept them going, even when the path seemed impossible. After many arduous days, they finally found all the magical elements they needed. With Orchid's guidance, Kala prepared a healing potion. As she poured it over the wilted orchids, the miraculous transformation occurred. The flowers blossomed with renewed vigor, their vibrant petals shimmering in the sunlight. The storm's destruction had left scars on the town, but under Kala's guidance and Orchid's care, Lullabies began to flourish once more. The gardens grew even more beautiful than before, filled with a myriad of colors and scents that enchanted everyone who walked by. The bond between Kala and Orchid deepened, rooted in their shared journey and the faith that had seen them through the toughest times. Kala's garden, with its revitalized splendor, became a symbol of hope and resilience for the entire village. And so, every evening as the sun dipped below the horizon, the townsfolk would gather in Kala's garden. Among the flowers, they shared stories of faith, courage, and the magic of believing. It was in these moments that they realized the true power of faith, not just in things they could see, but in the unseen strength within their hearts. This experience, Kala and Orchid understood that faith is not merely a belief in something but an active force that can transform lives and bring light to the darkest places. Together, their story became a beautiful testaments to come, a legacy that inspired civilians of it. Now, let's move gently into the next journey. Hero and Orchid's tranquil journey. This story is about Hero and Orchid bringing tranquility to the world through their journey of kindness and song. On the land where the sun kissed the meadows and the stars whispered to the flowers, lived a kind-hearted human named Yarrow and a serene meadow called Orchid. Yarrow, with her hair like a cascade of golden wheat, had a soul as gentle as a summer breeze. Her voice, soothing like the lullaby of rustling leaves, was known to calm even the most restless of spirits. Orchid, the singing meadow, with petals that shimmered in shades of lavender and blue, had the gift of song. Her melodies brought peace to the land, making even the busiest of creatures pause in tranquility. One tranquil evening, as the sky blushed with hues of orange and pink, Yarrow and Orchid sat by the edge of a crystalline lake that mirrored the heavens above. Yarrow closed her eyes, taking in the symphony of crickets and the delicate fragrance of night-blooming jasmine. The fig began to sing, her voice flowing like the gentle ripples on the lake's surface. The world seemed to hold its breath, drinking in the serene beauty of their companionship. Orchid, Yarrow murmured, eyes still closed, your song brings such peace. I wish the whole world could feel this tranquility. Orchid's petals swayed softly, reflecting the setting sun's last light. Perhaps we can share this gift, she replied, her voice ringing with an ethereal quality. Let our journey begin here, by this lake, and let us fill every corner of the world with this harmony, with hearts intertwined and spirits uplifted. Yarrow and Orchid embarked on their journey. They walked through fields of wildflowers and ancient forests, where the trees whispered secrets of old. Yarrow would tell stories to the animals they met, each tale interwoven with kindness and wisdom. Orchid would sing, her songs creating a delicate blanket of serenity that covered all who listened. As they traveled, people began to gather wherever they went. Villages, once plagued by worries and conflicts, found solace in their presence. They listened to Yarrow's stories and Orchid's songs, and for the first time in a long while, their hearts beat with peace. Little by little, the land transformed. The once dry earth blossomed with life, laughter echoed through the valleys, and the river sparkled with renewed clarity. One evening, as they settled by another tranquil lake, an elderly man approached them. His eyes, though weary, shone with hope. "You have brought tranquility to our hearts," he said, voice trembling with emotion. "How can we ever thank you?" Yarrow smiled, her eyes twinkling like the stars. "The greatest thanks is to share this peace with others," she replied softly. As the man walked away, Yarrow turned to Orchid, her heart swelling with gratitude. "Our journey is endless, dear Orchid. If we can touch even one more heart, our purpose is fulfilled." Orchid swayed in agreement, her petals brushing against Yarrow's hand. "Then let us continue, my dear friend." And so under the vast expanse of the starry sky, Yarrow and Orchid continued their tranquil journey, bringing peace and serenity wherever they ventured, leaving a trail of harmony that would bloom in the hearts of many for years to come. Here's another story to bring you comfort and peace. Bellflower and the Firefly Wonder. This story is about a kind girl named Bellflower and a magical firefly named Aster, who share an enchanting friendship and embark on wondrous adventures together. In the heart of an enchanting forest, where the sunlight filtered through a canopy of ancient trees and the air was filled with the fragrance of wildflowers, there lived a gentle girl named Bellflower. Her days were filled with wonder and curiosity as she wandered through meadows and woodland paths. Bellflower was known for her kindness, always helping creatures great and small, and for her love of stories, which she collected like precious gems. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, Bellflower sat beneath her favorite old oak. In her crabber sat beneath her favorite old oak. In her hands, she cradled the book of tales she had found in her grandmother's septic. She was so engrossed in the stories that she didn't notice the tiny flicker of light dancing near her shoulder. The flicker belonged to Aster, a delicate firefly, whose glow had none of the ordinary fireflies of Earth's familiar pale yellow, but shone with a myriad of colors, like a living rainbow. They had been watching Bellflower for many nights, drawn to her gentleness, and the dreams that sparkled in her eyes. Hello, hello, Fortune, Esther whispered softly, her voice gentle and melodious. Startled Bellflower gasped and looked round until her gaze settled on the shining firefly. Oh, hello, Tulip, she replied, her surprise melting into a warm smile. The thin Bellflower. Who are you, Psychotinson Astrogoti answered. I've seen you wandering through the forest every day, and I wanted to meet you. You seem to see the world with such wonder that Balco's eyes widened. You can talk. And you look like any firefly ever seen, Ventrichester twinkled happily. This is a special kind of firefly. I was born from a falling star that landed in the heart of the forest. That's why I glow this way. And as for talking, well, magic runs deep in these woods they entribed. Bellflower asked, would you tell me more about the magic of the forest? Psychaster nodded and began to share stories of the ancient trees, the invisible guardians who nurtured the flock, and the hidden realms only accessible by those pure of heart. As she spoke, the forest seemed to come alive, the leaves rustling in agreement, and the flowers subtly leaning in as if to listen. Time felt suspended as they exchanged tales and dreams. Under the watchful eye of the crescent moon, Bellflower and Aster continued to bond, and every moment they spent together was filled with wonder. Thoughtful Bellflower, Aster said at one point, her light glowing brighter. Would you like to see the world from the sky? I can take you above the trees, use my light to show you vistas beyond your wildest dreams. Galloped to Bellflower's heart leapt with excitement. It's I'd love to with Aster enveloped Belle in her radiant glow, and together they ascended above the canopy. Bellflower's breath caught in her throat as she beheld the expanse of the forest below, a rolling sea of green bathed in silver moonlight. Beyond the horizon stretched mountains that glimmered with the lights of distant towns, and rivers that sparkled like liquid diamonds. Coldwell Hope, Bellflower whispered, tears of joy glistening in her eyes. It was the most beautiful thing in all I'd ever seen. After hummed a joyful tea. This is just one of many wonders, Bellflower. There's so much more out there, more than you could ever imagine. And as long as you believe in the magic of the world, you let Malfoy find it hit out as they floated back down. Bellflower knew she had found a lifelong friend in Aster. She realized that the real magic wasn't in the unusual sights or the extraordinary tales. It was in the connections she made and the wonder she carried in her heart. From that night on, Bellflower and Aster explored the world together, always seeking new wonder, always sharing their hearts and dreams. The forest became their canvas, and the stars their guides. And they lived happily, ever entwined in the magic of their shared adventures, in the heart of the enchanting forest, where stories whispered through the leaves. Bellflower and Aster's tale became a legend, passed down through generations, reminding all who heard it to embrace the wonder that lay. Let's drift softly into the next tale. Sedge and the Ancient Spirit, Gloxinia. This story is about a kind-hearted boy named Sedge, who helps the ancient spirit Gloxinia save their forest home from a spreading sickness. In the heart of the whispering woods, where each rustle of the leaves told stories of old, lived a young boy named Sedge. Sedge had a curious spirit and a heart full of kindness. His village was small, nestled comfortably among the towering trees, and each inhabitant respected the balance of nature, understanding that they were but guests in the wise ancient forest. Sedge loved to explore the woods, often spending his days wandering beneath the emerald canopy. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Sedge ventured deeper than he ever had before. His gentle footsteps led him to a clearing he had never seen, at the center of which stood a grand, ancient tree. Its bark shimmered with an ethereal glow, and the roots seemed to pulse with life. As Sedge approached, he noticed a figure resting at the base of the tree. It was a spirit, ancient and majestic, with hair like cascading vines and eyes that glowed with the wisdom of centuries. This was Gloxinia, the guardian of the Whispering Woods. Sedge gasped in awe, for he had heard tales of the ancient spirit from the village elders, but never thought he would meet Gloxinia face to face. Gloxinia opened their eyes and looked at Sedge with a gentle smile. "Welcome, young one," they said, their voice a harmonious blend of rustling leaves and flowing water. "I have watched you grow, Sedge, and I see the kindness in your heart. You show respect to the woods, and for that, the forest also cares for you." Sedge listened intently, feeling a rush of warmth and respect for the ancient guardian. "I love these woods," he said earnestly. "They are my home and my sanctuary." Gloxinia's smile widened. "Then you must help me, Sedge," they said. "The forest is in need. The sickness spreads through the roots, and if it goes unchecked, the trees will wither, and the creatures will lose their home." Without hesitation, Sedge nodded. "Tell me what I must do," he said with determination. Gloxinia instructed Sedge to gather a rare, cold moonshade, which grew only in the deepest parts of the forest. The moonshade had the power to heal the roots and cleanse the spreading sickness. Over the next few days, Sedge embarked on a quest through the heart of the forest, facing challenges and overcoming obstacles with his determination and care. He discovered the moonshade blooming in a hidden grove bathed in silvery moonlight and carefully gathered the precious herbs. Returning to the ancient tree, Sedge delivered the moonshade to Gloxinia, who used the herbs to create a potent healing elixir. Together, they poured the elixir into the roots of the ancient tree, and a soft, golden light spread through the forest, restoring vitality and health to every corner of the wood. Gloxinia looked at Sedge with profound gratitude. "Your bravery and compassion have saved the Whispering Woods," they said. "Always remember that care and respect for nature will always be rewarded." From that day on, Sedge became known as the guardian of the Whispering Woods, a title bestowed upon him by Gloxinia. He continued to explore and protect the forest, teaching others the importance of care and respect for the natural world. And every evening, as the sun set over the treetops, Sedge felt the warm presence of Gloxinia watching over him, a silent promise of the bond they shared. The tale of Sedge and the ancient spirit Gloxinia became a cherished story in the village, reminding everyone of the power of kindness and the magic that flourishes when one cares for the world around them. Until next time, may your night be calm and kind.